Okay, welcome back. Today we will be learning Daf Amud, Ches Amud Beis, and Tes Amud Aleph. This is a beautiful, more easy Daf. We're also the second to last Amud to the end of the entire discussion. If you turn the page and you look at Tes Amud Beis, there's a Mishnah there, a whole new Mishnah, a whole new piece. So we made it through. We made it through the beginning of the whole Masechta. So you guys gotta give yourself a tap on the back tomorrow on when? Sunday. Maybe we'll have to do some sort of celebration, some sort of siyum. Yeah. Anyone have any ideas?
Yeah, sushi for the boys.
Sushi? That's expensive. Okay. Why do you go for the most expensive thing that I could get?
You go with steak, bro.
Okay. Well, stay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll have to figure something out. Okay. Mendy, maybe you have a more measured idea.
Definitely not pizza.
Yeah. Not pizza. Especially because they didn't hire Ali yet. Okay, so in any event, so here we go. We're gonna discuss today a few. Basically, what's gonna happen is there's gonna be 4 pieces. Each one is a separate case, and we're gonna think about it. Okay, and then we're gonna find a conclusion of what you do. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, here we go. So the Gemara begins saying pshita. It's obvious. What's obvious? It's obvious. I go and I owe Avi $1,000. Okay, but then I go and I sell all my properties to Chaim. I sell you my ziburis, I sell you my beininus, and then the next day I sell you my idis. Right, Chaim? Okay. Now Chaim, you go and you sell the beininus and the ziburis, the 2 lower ones. You sell them to Mendy. You understand? Yeah. So now, but then Avi comes to me the next day and he says, "No, where's my money? $1,000." And you know what I say? I don't know. I just spent it. I bought myself a brand new car that's already broken for $1,000, right? Chas v'shalom. Okay. So then, I'm sorry for using.
Not nice.
Does it work? Is it rolling?
Not nice.
Okay, good. Keep on rolling. Okay. Say amen. Okay, fine. So now, you're going to go and you're going to walk up to Chaim, right? You're going to go to Chaim. You're going to say, "Chaim, I need my money." Yeah, you bought the property from me. And Chaim says, so in this case, you had, what did you have? You had the thing that was bought last, right? Remember, you bought Ziburis, then you bought Beininus, and then the next day you bought Idis. So the thing that was sold last, he still owns. Because what do you give Mendy? You only gave Mendy the Beininus and Ziburis. You didn't give him the last thing you bought. The last thing you bought was Idis. So Avi, you're going to get Idis from Chaim. Why? Okay? Because that was the last thing bought. You go to the... then you're going to have to come to me and take me to court to have to pay you back. But he's going to get paid back. He's going to get your land. Okay? So let's get this on the board over here. Let's get this on the board. You got Yassol over here. He lends money. He gives Mullah to Yassol number 2. Yassol number 2, yeah. Yassol number 2 owns a big house, a medium house, and a small house. These are houses, okay? He sells all of his houses to this guy. Yeah? This guy is Yassol number 3. Okay? Now, but he sells the biggest house last. He sells the biggest house last. That's the key, right? Then what did you do, Chaim? You sold it to, which ones did you sell? You sold the smaller one and the medium one, but you kept the bigger one.
Which of the 3 people is Chaim?
This guy. Here's Chaim. Ches for Chaim. He sells 2 of them to these people, right? Okay? But you keep the biggest house, and you keep the one that was sold last. So then the rule is, this guy is Levi over here. Yeah? Levi? How you doing, Levi? Okay. Levi is going to be off the hook. Levi's going to be off the hook. He's going to keep his 2 smaller houses. You did well for yourself, Levi. Smart move over there. And actually, it was Mendy before, right? It was Mendy. Okay. Whatever. Well, we guys will fight it out. And Chaim's going to have to give the property to Avi. Here's Avi. Avi's very happy. He's getting paid back. Chaim is not so happy. He's going to be a little bit sad today. I'm sorry, Chaim, but we're going to make you a sad face over here because you have to pay back. Ches is for Chaim.
Why do I look so chopped, Rabbi? Why do you say it's the last?
Is this beautiful?
What?
What's going on over here? Why are we doing this? Thank you. Can we get rid of this? Throw this out. Thank you. Let's go. Throw it out. Thank you. Thank you. Find a seat. Let's go. Okay. Shine. He bought the big house last because you collect from the last thing that was sold. I can't hear you because someone else is talking. What? Avi, someone else was talking, so I couldn't hear him. What? It's the only one that he. No. You understand? Yeah, but we're gonna change this up now, okay? And then you'll understand why I said this. Okay? Yeah.
So if I bought the medium one last.
Let's see what happened over here. Right. Okay. If you bought the medium one last, then you have to collect from medium one. Okay, we're gonna get to this. Don't worry. Now, how about if you sell? Where's my eraser? If you sell the idus, you sold the idus, and you kept these ones. You see what I'm saying over here? So you kept this one you keep. No, sorry, this one.
That was the other case he kept that one.
Sold idus, yeah, so he gets rid of the idus, but he keeps the mid one and the little one.
Who does?
This guy, Chaim kept the middle and the little, which were bought earlier on. He sold the one that you were supposed to get money from. Meaning until now Avi's getting from the last one sold. Yeah? But now that last one sold is gone. It went to Mendy and Levi. They're partners over here. Chaim only has the first two. So now he's really supposed to be getting from, Avi's supposed to collect from the big house. But that big house is no longer his. So do you say that Avi goes to Levi and Mendy and anyways takes that big house, that nice house? Or does Avi always go through Chaim and first ask Chaim?
First goes to Chaim.
First goes to Chaim. So the answer is, I'm not really giving you the right answer because Abaye says that you go to Levi and Mendy, I'm sorry, and he's going to take it from you.
That would not fly nowadays.
He's going to take this big nice house from you? Okay, so the answer is Abaye says, Abaye says you get the big nice house from M and L. From Mendy and Levi, you're going to get that big nice house because that was the last house sold. So Avi, you're getting that nice house anyways. Okay? Yeah. Rava says, one second. Rava says, hello. Rava says, Moshe, yeah, you're focused over here. Rava says, no way. So Abaye is saying, you're collecting that big house from him. You're collecting the big house from him. This is what Abaye says. Abaye says you get this house. This big nice house that was sold to them, and these people are very sad. Mendy and Levi are pretty sad because they sold it. Now Chaim is a lot happier, according to Abaye. Okay? Rava says, no, you can't go do that. When you sell someone properly, you sell them as many zechusim as you had. Well, if you had all three properties, you could give whatever property you want. Similarly, over here, you could give whatever property you want. And that means that he's going to send Mendy, you and Levi are going to send him right back to Chaim and say, go get from Beinus. Don't get from me. Don't get from Idus. Why are you supposed to get from Idus? You're a Baal Chayr. Meaning, you get also the zechusim that Chaim himself would have had. Which that zechus is, he could say, you have to collect from Beinus, not from Idus. Okay? Because a normal lender, Avi, a normal guy that lends money, he collects from mid-tier stuff. Okay? So, Rava says, all zechusim are given over to the last guy. And therefore, you could force him to collect from the medium house that Chaim owns, not from the thing that was originally supposed to be getting from. Yeah? Huh? Well, this was the last house that I owned. This guy? Avi. Avi is lender. This is me. This is RL. No, Avi gives me a loan. I went and sold all my houses to Chai. 3 houses.
Yeah, for 5.
But the last one I sold was my nicest house.
Yeah.
Then Chaim went and he sold the nicest house to you and Levi.
Yeah, okay.
So now Avi comes to collect. Does he take that nicest house that was sold last? Or does he take the other 2 houses? Meaning, do you look at it that this was the last one that Avi could have gotten from me? Or do you say, no, Avi's supposed to get Beinanis?
Alright, why don't you pay that bill back, right?
I don't have money. I don't have any cash. I have
So
nothing.
you go to jail.
No.
Yeah.
He takes from him. And Chaim has to fight me now.
Yeah, plus, so you have to.
Then you don't have money.
I wouldn't get in a fight with you. You're a lot stronger than me. But wait.
You don't have any money, so I'll from you.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to wait because you're the last guy that you're the last guy involved in the situation. Too bad. Tough luck. He was owed money first. That's just how it rolls. I mean, not everyone. Tough luck. Welcome to life. Yeah.
You're the one that's avoiding the.
No, I'm happy to pay. I just don't have any money. What? I'm a Milamid. What can we do? Yes. Yeah.
He bought the house knowing.
So I owe him money still. Huh?
He bought the house knowing that you're under.
Correct. And knowing that if Chas v'Shalom someone takes it from him, I need to pay him back.
But you can't pay him back.
So he has to wait.
You're gonna get houses from another guy.
He's gonna have to wait till I scrape some money together to pay him back.
Rava says what?
Rava says that all zechusim transfer. So the same way that this guy, Chaim, was able to force him to take the mid-tier, similarly, Mendy and Levi could force Avi to take the mid-tier. And they'll keep the best house. That's what Rava says. What? So we're going to go like Rava over here, and Rava's going to be the winner over here, it seems. That's the halacha. That Mendy, you're going to get to keep your nice big house. And Avi's going to have to go to Chaim and take Chaim's mid-tier house.
Oh, but what if like there was only a lead on some of the house?
It's not how it works. Because they were all sold after the what's it called was done. The loan was given.
But you didn't write in some of them that you had a lead on them.
You didn't write in some of them.
Some of the contracts that each
No, we did. Everything was written. Everything's clear. Everything's above board. No one's lying here. No one's dismissing things. I just can't pay. That's it. People are in bad situations, right?
If they're ever stuck with the question being like, how come they're allowed to different? Okay, they can just answer that. Oh, in the middle one had a lead on it. That's a good more answer.
All right. Okay. So this is case number 1. Yeah. Now we're on to case number 2. We're gonna move on to case number 2. Here we go. So let's make a dotted line. If you weren't paying as much attention as you should have, right now is the time to pay attention. Okay? Because this is a new case. Here we go. Now we're going to choose some other chassidim. Who wants to volunteer? You don't know if you're going to be a good guy or a bad guy yet. What? Who wants to volunteer? Okay. Maishi.
Make what you really tall. Make what you really tall. Please.
We're going to make Maishi really tall. Okay, we got Maishi. We're going to call him Maishi. Mem for Maishi. Maishi sells a property to who? No? To Ephraim. Ephraim, you're not going to be as tall, okay? Excuse me, that's not nice. Okay. So Maishi sells a property to Ephraim. Now Ephraim, the thing is, he gave you such a good price. And you know why he gave you such a good price?
Why is it not nice to make every habit? It's nice to make me tall. I didn't choose to be tall.
Discrimination.
Okay, listen, I'm not here to be politically correct, and I don't care. Okay, let's go. So, wait, listen up. You guys ready? Okay, now the only problem here with this sale was when you sold the property to him, you told him, if Avi comes, who are we choosing now? Who's the third guy? Me. You? David. If David comes, this is what Maishi says. Maishi says, if David comes, we're adding David over here. If David comes, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to be squeezed in, so you're going to be a little bit short today. Okay? If David comes, this is D for David. I don't know why I do D for David instead of Dalet. It just happens. So, if David comes and he wants the money, I'm not paying you back. It's called Shaloi Ba'achrayis, Maishi. You're a smart businessman. You say, I am taking no responsibility for what happens. Okay? So, Loi Ba'achrayis, no responsibility. R means responsibility, no responsibility. You sell him the property. No responsibility taken. David shows up. David shows up and asks Maishi, can you pay me back? No, you ask you, can you pay me back? You say, I have no money. Okay? So then David goes to Ephraim. And David says, what? Can you pay me back? And Ephraim says, I guess so. And you lose your property. You cannot go and get repaid from Moshe. Ephraim, that was not a good business deal. Okay? Never sell, never buy something without rights to get repaid. Okay? So it's called, this is the key word of the day, this is the musuk of the day, Davi, yeah? The musuk of the day is achrayis and shaloi b'achrayis. It's when you sell it without responsibility or with responsibility. Now, I'll let you guys know that the halacha is any document, unless specified that I am not taking responsibility, automatically has responsibility. So that means when I sell you a house, I don't need to write, I am taking responsibility. We assume that. That's normal. They don't even need to write it, according to most opinions. Yeah, correct.
You gotta hide it in the terms and conditions.
So unless you actually write in the terms and conditions, unless you actually write in the terms and conditions, I am not taking responsibility, you are responsible.
For what? For like cleaning, basically?
For if someone takes his house, you have to pay him back. Yeah.
So I am responsible when I buy this house.
When you sell a house. When you sell a house. When you sell a house to someone, you are responsible that house is actually yours and that he'll actually own it. And that no one's going to take it from him. Unless you say specifically, I am not taking responsibility.
No, it's like when I sell a house, is it default that it is on a lien or it's not?
It is what?
Default that it's on a lien.
A default is that it doesn't matter. But either way, you're going to make sure he gets his money back.
If this is a no responsibility contract, then I need to.
1 second. Mandy was in the middle of talking. What?
Still trying to like,
Again. Whatever the contract, whatever happens. The idea is that you as the seller have responsibility to make sure everyone is getting what they're supposed to get. And that means if Ephraim's property gets taken by David, you as the seller, let's say you were Moshe and you sold it to him, you have to pay Ephraim back. Unless it says specifically, which Ephraim agreed to, because Moshe was willing to give him a good deal. So he said, I am not taking responsibility. You have to write that in.
I thought we were saying if David has permission to steal it.
No. David always does because he's owed money by Moshe. That's just fear. You can't go and sell your property off to someone. Yeah, what were you saying, Moshe?
There's a no responsibility contract that have nothing to do with this sale since I don't.
It's a no responsibility on your end. This property still first belongs to David.
Your house for instead of $1,000, you sold it to me for $5,000.
Yeah,
It's pretty simple, but you take no responsibility if David comes back.
Okay, we ready to roll? Can you ask him a little bit later?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Fine. So now let's go. Yeah? Okay. So here we go. So now. So you sold it with no achrayas. When? So now this guy realizes, now we're going to make the case a little, we're going to add one more thing, yeah? David, Ephraim, you got this property without achrayas. David showed up to get it in seconds, before you even had a chance to do a chazakah. Which the chazakah in this case of the Gemara is walking around the edge of this field. Okay, you're going to go for a walk. Before you even walked around the edge of the field, David's already knocking on the door. So then you're allowed to give it back. Okay? Because you didn't really get it yet. And you also didn't give him money yet. So you're allowed to retract in such a case. Yeah. Now, these people that are hawking, yeah, but you didn't give them any money yet. And you didn't do a chazak either. So these people are called asikin.
If the money never happened,
Oh, it's a good question. Did they do a shtar yet? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think so, but I'm not sure. Okay? Fine. Now, so you could retract. You're allowed to retract, okay? So Ephraim is allowed to retract. How about if there was achrayas? If there is achrayas. So then, since you're anyways going to get repaid, you can't retract. You already agreed to the deal. And if David is successful in taking it, so you just go to Moshe and you'll get it. So you could retract when there's no achrayas. You are not allowed to retract, no retracting, if you have achrayas.
Rabbi, Moshe will pay David to come back in 10 minutes.
Okay?
The price would be Moshe would pay you back. Yeah?
Moshe would pay him back, correct. Now, then this is one opinion. Let's try to focus. We got to get through this.
Rabbi, what if Moshe just paid David to come back in 10 minutes?
I don't know. Okay. Now, there is an opinion.
No, because
Ika da Amri. Ika da Amri. There are those that say, okay, but we got to move a little bit. We got to move a little bit, okay? There are those that say, okay, fine. We got to move. Ika da Amri. Also ba'achrayas. No. Even if there is achrayas, and you're going to end up with your money, you still are able to retract. Even when there is achrayas, let's get through this and then I can take questions, okay? Even when there is achrayas, that means even if Moshe is willing to pay Ephraim back, still you're allowed to retract. Why? Because it's very annoying, and it's going to be very hard for Ephraim to end up actually getting his money. You're going to be messed over for a couple years. You're going to be waiting for your money for a long time. So therefore, you're allowed to retract even by achrayas according to this opinion. Okay? Yes, what's your question?
My question is, if I just gave Moshe the money, why is David coming to take money from me? So how does this
Because Moshe already spent that money. David came 3 weeks later, and Moshe spent it within
But
3
then
weeks.
I didn't acquire my field yet. How does that work?
Because you have to do a chazakah also. You can't just give money. Oh no, you didn't give the money yet. No, you didn't give the money. You just agreed to buy
Okay,
it.
so then whenever I get the money, I just give the money.
Do you have to give the money? Yeah, but then you no.
So how does this case work?
You only have to pay, let's say, the money later. You made the deal that you have to pay later. You don't have the money.
Okay, so even then, I'm giving the money to David and not to Moshe.
You're giving the money to David and not to Moshe. Well, really, you owe Moshe the money.
Because if the field is the equivalent to the money that Moshe
Right,
owes
but right now
David-
you don't have the money, and Moshe doesn't have the money, so he's going to take the field from you because he gets paid back today.
Okay, but then I never gave Moshe the money, so I never got screwed over.
But you have to still pay Moshe the money. You owe Moshe the money because you agreed to buy the field.
If Moshe has money, then David doesn't come to collect from me. David collects from Moshe.
No, because the money doesn't exist. No one has the money right now.
Well, this second case doesn't make sense. At no point does the money not exist. The only
Yes,
thing
it
where
does.
it makes sense is if, let's say, you bought the field at a way cheaper price.
No, you
Okay.
bought the field, but you never paid.
No, the case doesn't make sense.
So let's say it like that. Say it like that. Say it like that. Yeah. Okay, fine. This is one case. Yeah. Who has any questions in this case? We're going to do 2 more cases. There's 2 more cases, and then we're going to be done for today. And hopefully my phone will survive and not pass away, die.
Doesn't it turn off at like 3%?
I don't know what's it up to. Okay. By the way, there's so many mentions today. It's great. Okay, let's get this up. Why? Okay. Okay, ready? Where are you off to? Okay, ready? Here we go. We got 2 more cases. Mendy, Maishi, we're going to get up to the next case now, yeah? Next case. 2 more cases over here. Now we have a case that Rava brought. So this case is actually a little bit early in the Gemara. We're going to do this case now. I felt that we should do the other case then. Reuven sells all his fields to Shimon. Okay, so you got over here. Reuven. Yeah. Reuven's also pretty tall. He sells all his fields to Shimon. Is there any Shimon in our yeshiva? No, there's no Shimon. All fields. I'm sorry to hear that. All fields to Shimon. Yeah? Now, Shimon goes and sells 1 field to Levi.
How many is all?
Oh, I don't know. 7 of them. So now, which one did he sell to Levi? He sold Bainanus fields.
How many? 1?
Mid-tier, which is what you collect, right? Huh? That 1 field. Yeah, he sold 1 field.
Did he have 3 or 7?
7, 8, 3, doesn't matter. Okay? So he sold a Bainani field to Levi. Then, Yassel's owed money by Reuven. Yassel comes and he wants to collect money. So he could collect either from Shimon or from Levi. He could choose because he's supposed to get Bainani. And Bainani was given to Levi. So Levi made a mistake. He bought the wrong field. He should have bought a different field. He should have bought an Idus field.
He should have bought it. He couldn't afford it.
Well, if he had bought the Idus field, then he wouldn't have to give, because then Shimon would have given it. You understand? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's separate. That was discussion yesterday, not today. whether you go after the world or after his. But either way, he has the Beinonus, so then this guy, Yassel, is able to collect either from Levi or from Shimon. Now, we're going to make a few rules about this.
That really matters.
Number one.
No, it really matters because
Number one. There's no more. What? I need to push a little bit, okay? There's no more Beinonus by this guy. Shimon doesn't have any more Beinonus. If Shimon has some Beinonus, if he has some Beinonus still, then he has to pay that Beinonus. You can't send him to the next guy before you give your Beinonus. Because Levi's going to say, I didn't buy all the Beinonus. Why didn't I buy all the Beinonus? So that, Shimon, you pay Yassel. So that I don't need to pay Yassel. That's why I left you some Beinonus. So he's going to say, that's exactly what I was trying to do if you still have some Beinonus. So if there's some Beinonus, then you cannot collect from Levi. Yeah? That's number one. Number two. This is number two. I mean, number two is pretty obvious. We already said it, really. If he sold him Idis or Ziburis, then you also cannot collect from Levi. Because that's why he bought a weird field, not the normal type of field, not the mid-tier, because he didn't want to have to give it back. Okay? So this is this one. This is number, I think we're up to number 6. Then number 7 is the last case of today. And it's going to also have an Ika to Amri over here, which that is... Those are like the numbers I go through the Gemaras. We got where? Oh, 6 and 7. Fine. Is there some joke that I'm not privy to know yet? You guys, but one day you'll explain to me. Okay. Shine. It's okay. So here we go. We have Reuven. Reuven, you got your Reuven guy, right? Reuven sells a field to Shimon with Achrayas, which now everyone knows. What is Achrayas?
That he doesn't have to pay back.
Field with Achrayas. He has to pay back. Yeah? So you sold it with Achrayas. Or you sold it without Achrayas. So let's do the one with Achrayas first. I sell a field to Mendy with Achrayas. Now, then David comes, he wants to get the field from Mendy because I owe David money. You, Mendy, are allowed to go to court and say, you don't really prove it, right? That David actually was owed money because he's taking the field from you. I am also allowed to say to David, prove it. If not, I'm not giving you the field. Why? Because what's going to happen tomorrow once you take Mendy's field? I'm going to have to pay Mendy back. So really, I am also involved in the court case. So I'm allowed to do things. I'm allowed to claim. So over here, you got Reuven, sold the field to Shimon. David comes, and he tries to take the field from Shimon. Both Shimon and Reuven are allowed to go to court. Both of them are allowed to go to court and try to win the court case.
Over what?
Huh?
Over what?
For this to save this field and keep it by Shimon. Why? Because Shimon's going to go to Reuven right afterwards and try to get money from Reuven. What were you saying? So maybe Reuven's better at arguing.
no, I'm saying if one of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Okay. So now let's change it up a tiny drop. This is the last part of the Gemara today. Okay. The last part of the Gemara is Ika de Amri. Some people say not only when there is Achrayas, Reuven's going to end up having to pay back money, so that's why he's allowed to go to court, right? Because Reuven's going to have a problem. He's going to be paying Shimon some money, so he could also claim things in court. Let's say there's no Achrayas, Ein Achrayas, which means, what does that mean? Yeah, Mendel, you're stripping a little bit. What does that mean that there's no Achrayas? That means that Reuven is not going to have to pay Shimon. So Reuven is not really part of the discussion. So he, seemingly we would say, he cannot go to court, which that's what the first opinion holds. He's not allowed to claim anything in court because I can't show up to your court case and start annoying you and start saying things. That's just, I'm not, who are you? Right? So you turn around and you're like, huh? Guy in the back of the room, please leave, right? But he says no. You still are allowed to do that. Why? Why are you allowed to do that? You're still allowed to come to court. Because since Reuven sold the field to Shimon, yeah, if he doesn't stand up for Shimon, then what's going to happen? No, what's going to happen? He's not going to have to pay back. Shimon's going to be mad at him. Shimon's going to say, you messed me over.